Our next contest is a tag team match. This is a street fight for the EPW Tag Team Championship!
It is now time for our first championship matchup for the evening. The EPW Tag Team titles are on the line in a Claremont Street fight. Of course, the newly formed faction known as Plague. We've got Aaron Hawk and Dan Steele bringing a whole bunch of weapons with them as well.
Well, we have Aaron Hawk and we have Dan Steele, but you've got to know, Windsor and Twitch are not too far behind.
There's a lot of people here at the Gate 1 Theatre. You know they're lurking around here somewhere. This is maybe one of the first times we've seen Plague make their entrance through the actual entranceway. They normally sneak through the crowd.
It's a novel concept. I'm surprised they didn't get lost.
Here we go.
I believe the term now is, yeah, the boys, I believe.
You got it in one.
You've done this before.
Here we go. Listen to that ovation. It is the EPW Tag Team Champions.
Whoa. We saw that on social media. That is a goddamn chair covered in thumbtacks.
Yes, it is. Alex Kingston has the skateboard and the ice hockey stick. It was a year ago at ReAwakening 17 that these two men won the EPW Tag Team Championships in the main event. A ladder match against the Untouchables, Marcus Pitt and Damien Slater, in a matchup that a year later people are still raving about with good reason. And tonight here we have ourselves a Claremont Street fight where the Street Gang Hooligans are defending against Plague. And I tell you what, they're all bringing out an amazing array of weapons, but that chair with all those thumbtacks absolutely terrifies me, Eric Mack.
Well, I don't think that fear enters the mind of the Street Gang Hooligans. We saw them win the Tag Team Championships in the ladder match last year, but look at them just casually strolling past Plague. Plague's antics do not intimidate one of our, I would dare say, the most successful Tag Team Champions EPW has ever seen.
And they don't call him rather the innovator of radness for nothing with Kingston right there. Absolutely, some of the stuff that he's been able to pull with his tag team partner. I'm expecting some rather unique offense for this match.
We saw a steel chair with thumbtacks. Unique is not the word for the brutality we're about to see. I will say this though, Olsen. I am really unnerved by the fact that I can't see Windsor or Twitch.
You just know they're here somewhere.
Introducing first, in this Tag Team Championship match, to my right, and a combined 450 pounds, Aaron Hawk, Dan Steele, this is Plague!
Safe to say not too many fans of Plague here tonight.
They haven't really done anything to endear themselves to anyone but themselves.
I'm pretty sure that is by design as well.
And now, at a combined 332 pounds, they are reigning non-defending EPW Tag Team Champions, Logan Gray, the Rainmaker Kingston, the Street Gang Hooligans!
A deafening ovation for the defending Tag Team Champions. With peak popularity, the likes of which you don't often see. The crowd love these guys with a profound passion, and why not? They've been amazing tag team champions. They've had a huge 2019. Both men are former invitational winners. Logan Gray winning it twice.
Wait. Sorry to cut you off, Olsen.
There you go.
There they are. The strength in numbers, and they swing. Miscommunication to start with. And the boys, the Street Gang Hooligans, one step ahead.
Smart tactics there. You've always got to have eyes in the back of your head when there's more to come.
Of course, Jonathan Lindsay and Twitch, we knew they were too far behind. Didn't exactly start out as well as they planned. Oh, here we go. Logan Gray takes the skies early.
Now it's Kingston's turn.
Innovates some radness. As only he can do.
He makes the ridiculous seem so easy.
Of course, the Street Gang Hooligans have had successful defenses of their tag team titles up against the Untouchables, the Velocities, in a match that was a firm contender for Match of the Year. The Children, Kyle Sterry and David Nero. Of course, this newly formed team of Plague, well, none of us really know what to expect. They haven't had too many matches together. Whoa!
And Kingston throws them out to the crowd where they like to make their entrance from.
Well, it's a Claremont Street fight, so anything goes. They're using their team members as weapons against each other.
This is absolutely amazing stuff. 4 guys just went over the guardrails. I'm not expecting this sort of stuff. What do we got here? Kingston lining up that skateboard. Now, I've seen this before.
Oh, I've seen this before.
But there's the guardrail.
The guardrail's there. Alex Kingston, the originator.
Over the guardrail to the outside of a skateboard. Get the hell out of here.
Lights out, Guerrilla Radio. He's gone over the top. Again, the originator of radness there. The innovator of radness. Any radness title you want to give him, Alex Kingston is the man.
And good luck to the referee for maintaining order in this match.
Oh, he's already given that out. Oh, wait a minute. Here comes the Street Gang Hooligans' friend.
Referee Matthew Clark is going to earn his paycheck tonight in this match. A ladder is set up right now. Flashbacks to ReAwakening 17. That's how the Street Gang Hooligans won the Tag Team Championships in the first place.
But there's no tag team titles to grab. What is Logan Gray doing?
What is he doing? He's doing what he does best. He's going to do something absolutely crazy.
Oh, something incredible.
Here comes Logan Gray shooting star press off the ladder to the outside.
Goodness gracious me! I'm not sure if you could see that, Olsen. Not only did he take out Plague, yes, the crowd says it all, but he caught his ankles on the guardrail at the same time. So he may have taken himself out at the same move.
But that's just his genetics. He puts it all on the line. That's why the fans absolutely love this tag team.
Oh.
Logan Gray has done things in Explosive Pro Wrestling in the shortest amount of time than any other wrestler in the entire company's history.
Olsen, gorgeous Gary, can you move? They're coming our way.
No, this is not good.
This is not good at all. They're right here in front of us.
Wait.
Jesus.
Dan Steele just slammed Logan Gray through the merchandise table.
That steel slam of his. Oh, goodness gracious. And Logan hasn't moved here. Oh, no. He's stirring, thank goodness, but he is not in a good way.
Logan Gray's down. He might be out of this matchup. Like we've said, it is a Claremont Street fight. We've seen one of these before, and it is not pretty. Anything goes.
Somebody get someone to come look at Logan Gray right now.
We've got a few more of our referees here. We've got James Austin and Willie Thompson now checking and making sure that Logan Gray's okay. Meanwhile, we're back in the ring. It's Alex Kingston against all 4 members of Plague.
This is a tag team title match, and I know it's a street fight. I know there's no rules, but why the hell are we allowing a 4-on-1 attack here? Referee, show some common sense and get the extra men out of the ring.
Hey, it's all within the bounds of the Claremont Street fight. Love it or hate it. But the thing is, Plague have, they've made their presence felt because they feel they've been overlooked for so long. They're saying that they are the Plague from within EPW. They've just been slowly festering whilst people have been looking elsewhere. Looking elsewhere at all the other flashy things going on around the company.
Stay down, Kingston. And of course he's not going to stay down. Not many in this damn country have as much fight as Alex Kingston. And he's not going to stay down even though it's former.
Absolutely. He's got more guts than brains as far as I'm concerned. And you've got to love him for it. He's got a lot of heart. You may have 4 men in the ring there, but he has got more heart than any of those guys right there.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He's got heart, whereas these guys have no shame in 4-1 attacking him. This is... Oh, here we go. Kingston.
The Plague is not about heart though, they're about making their presence known because they've been overlooked and claim that EPW has taken them for granted for far too long. Dan Steele.
Wide Russian leg sweep.
Oh!
But you know what, life's unfair sometimes. You know what, Plague, they got a chip on their shoulder. Oh, thank goodness.
Eric, I'm not disagreeing with you, I'm just letting you know their side of the story.
Well, I mean, you've got to get us their side of the story because if you don't give it to them, they'll hit up every single social media post to give us their side of the story.
That is a very good point.
And I don't know if you notice this here, Logan Gray is just on the outside there. He's struggling to get to his tag partner. He's still very much out of it. Like you said, may have corked his ankle a bit earlier on. He's trying to get some blood back into it to try and get back in the ring and be a contender in this match. And
even in this environment, he's running on adrenaline, and even the adrenaline is not allowing him to get to his feet. He's trying so hard. As Hawk, a former tag team champion in his own right, lovely stalling suplex as we resume the wrestling part of this street fight.
Well, of course, it is Aaron Hawk or Dan Steele who have to make the pinfalls. Jonathan Windsor and Twitch cannot legally make a pinfall in this matchup, although they sure as hell can help it get there.
They certainly are as well.
I mean, it's essentially a handicap match, let's be honest.
This all started because Dan Steele got his underwear in a knot because the Street Gang Hooligans won a #1 Tag Team Championship contenders match, even though their headhunters, as they were known at the time, got a trios victory over them. This is where it started because he didn't get that opportunity. And now we've got Alex Kingston. He's got a young family, a young child at home.
That's right.
And they're just attacking the living you-know-what out of him. And this is disgusting. How is this referee letting this continue?
Because it's within the bounds of the rules of the matchup. We've seen a Claremont Street fight
Spinebuster.
before.
2. That could be it. And of course,
Dan Steele.
You got to think about the team here at Street Gang Hooligans. They knew what they were getting into. They prepared for this sort of thing. I'm sure they're prepared for the numbers game as well. You've got to think they've got a plan. Don't count him out just yet.
That well said,
Gary. Good point, Gary. You can never count them out as long as they've got a breath and a heartbeat. The Street Gang Hooligans are in any match that there's involved in. Now, Hawk looks to throw Kingston over the top. Kingston holds on. There's a table set up on the outside.
There's a table set up on the outside just past the ring apron. There's weapons all around the Gate 1 Theatre. Oh! Kendo stick right to the middle of the head of Aaron Hawk.
That kendo stick is
back to the top rope. Oh, huge cross body.
How is he standing, let alone flying?
Because he knows no other way. Oh, plants him down and does it hard. Yeah, the boys. Just when you thought Logan Gray was out of this one, and here comes Kingston.
Slingshot into the DDT.
Of course, Logan Gray, you mentioned he caught his ankles on the guardrail, went through a table and more of his body landed on the concrete. Then the table. These guys are still in this because, oh, what a shot. Because this is what the Tag Team Championships mean to the Street Gang Hooligans. What they went through to get those championships. What they've done since to retain those championships. Logan Gray clearly has something insane in mind right now, and I hate to think of what it is.
Why does he always have something insane in mind?
Big run up.
Because he can! Oh my goodness!
Casual skip over the rope into a 450.
Oh!
Dan Steele was lucky to get the shoulder up on that one. Can you imagine the amount of crying on Twitter and social media Dan Steele would do if they would have lost right there?
Give credit where credit is due. The fact that Dan Steele kicked out of that, the springboard, the extra force. Aaron Hawk now follows up. Up and over, no. And it looks like he's got a little bit of claret there. It looks like he is split open above the eyebrow.
He sure is. Aaron Hawk is bleeding. And that's just going to bust the wound open further. That kendo stick is split.
Did you see the bit of wood that just came off to the side? He is going to feel it in the morning. He's bleeding right now, but he keeps on going on. And what are they up for here? Oh, good Lord.
This does not going to end well.
Single man Spanish fly. Here comes Kingston with a bin lid.
Hawk tried to get out of the way, but you can't get out of the vertical leap of Kingston.
Luckily interrupted the count there as the crowd put it better than we could. An amazing matchup we're seeing here, and it is all in the name of the EPW Tag Team Championships. Whoa!
Ripcord into the spinning back kick.
Oh! Dragon suplex.
Almost turning into a dragon pole driver if you can do that.
Oh, I think I've seen this before.
Wait.
I think they might be throwing a little bit of an addition to this. And how fitting would it be for Dan to get a double dose of steel?
We've seen these guys do the border patrol before, but they have got something else in mind. It is a Claremont Street fight after all. Oh! Border patrol with the chairs in stereo. Dan Steele is seeing stars.
I'm not sure if we've got a shot of it, but Dan Steele's eyes are glazed over worse than a Krispy Kreme donut.
He got rocked into the middle of next year. Oh, Jonathan Windsor.
And again, that numbers game.
You know, had he not interrupted that count, it would have been it. Dan Steele, and I give credit where credit is due, he is one tough bastard. This man and his match with Mikey Nichols is something many people are still talking about.
So that's the beauty of the numbers game there. Even though you've got a couple of guys that are not legally part of this match, they can still interfere. They can still interfere absolutely fine. Interrupt a pin, likely could have been the end of the match.
You say beauty, I've got another word that starts with B that describes it. But Kingston and Gray aren't going to let it keep them down. And now it's time for a little bit of renovation rescue here. We got the ladder, we've got the steel chairs, and only the hooligans can know what they're planning right now.
Exactly like I said, Dan Steele is as tough as nails. This guy is hard as hell, but there's only so much punishment a man can take, and it looks like the Street Gang Hooligans are going to do just that. Oh, wait. Were they going to go for the Iron Lotus?
Yes, they
Whoa! Exploder onto those steel chairs on top of a damn ladder.
And then Kingston's back just exploded after that. Hawk has got a hold of Logan Gray again on the corner. What is he thinking? He's looking down there.
Oh no, we go. Oh, swinging neck breaker off the top rope onto the chairs, onto the ladder. Damn!
You won't see this at home, but Gorgeous Gary, you know how hard it is when you cop a normal swinging neck breaker. But then multiply it. Wait a minute, that's got to be it. 2. Oh! Multiply it by the fact that you're coming off the top rope. Multiply it then again by landing on the ladder and the steel chairs. Oh, goodness.
Tag Team Championships, how you hit the balance is the reason for all this carnage.
And you see that the effort that it's taking all the competitors to complete their moves. Oh! And you got to think maybe the referee, a little slow into position, might have saved Alex Kingston there. Dan Steele not happy with the count. Twitch not happy with the count. I think the only people happy with the count are the fans and maybe Kingston and Gray.
It's absolute mayhem across the board here. There's still that table over there. Anytime I see a bit of furniture not used yet, I'm a little worried. Something's going to happen to that. Panic everywhere.
Aaron Hawk is throwing in a bag of something or other to Dan Steele. Must point out, Aaron Hawk bleeding on his face and the side of the head. His head's bleeding in 2 places as Dan Steele empties the contents of that bag, and it is full of thumbtacks.
Thumbtacks. Thousands and thousands of thumbtacks. Like we haven't seen enough. This just shows, like them or hate them, the lengths that they're willing to go to playing to win the Tag Team Championships.
Well, it is a Claremont Street fight. It's as legal as a wrist lock, but the Street Gang Hooligans, their 2019, their tag team title reign, as amazing as it has been, has all come to this point.
Looking for a superplex, but the fans are trying to wheel Gray out of the situation.
Blake right now. Oh! Steele just got double stopped onto all of those thumbtacks. It's Logan Gray got it here. Oh! Flipping pile driver right into that massive mound of thumbtacks. Logan Gray's on fire.
There's still with Aaron Hort for the thumbtacks into the match, and right now they are regretting every moment of that.
You got a couple of human pin cushions there right now. There's going to be a lot of easily over hundreds that right there on the canvas, pinned to his back. Ow! That's got to hurt.
Oh yes.
When they're in the emergency department tonight. Oh wait.
Speaking of thumbtacks.
When they're in the emergency department tonight, the nurses are going to have some strange looks on their face when they're picking those thumbtacks out.
And speaking of thumbtacks, that chair that we saw at the start there, with the thumbtacks embedded on it, may be coming into use now.
The SGH emblazoned on it, stylish as it is, brutal.
Yes, you might think that that's some sort of glow mesh or something there or other on that chair. No, it is a chair adorned with thumbtacks, pointy side out.
Logan Gray.
Oh, shooting star press with the chair covered in thumbtacks onto Dan Steele. The look on Steele's face says it all. The man is as tough as can be, but you know that was absolutely brutal.
The attacks pressed in with relentless force. That's got to be it. 2. Oh! How in the hell did Dan Steele kick out?
I've mentioned his toughness before, but think about how much landing on a chair covered in thumbtacks would be. Then the fact that it came from such a high height with the entire weight of Logan Gray on top of it. It is just unfathomable how much that would have hurt Dan Steele right there. But the Street Gang Hooligans are not done by a long shot just yet. They've fought far too long and hard to be tag team champions. They've done crazy things like this before, and they're not done by a long shot.
That's not enough for the 3-count. You've got to get to thinking, what sort of horrific act is it going to take for either team to get the victory here tonight?
Both men have main events at ReAwakening before. They know what they need to do to lift the biggest show of the year. And this is what we're seeing right here.
Hort grasping on for dear life. He senses what's coming.
Oh!
Iron Lotus onto the ladder.
They said it couldn't be done. The Iron Lotus has ended so many matchups. Throw a ladder into the mix.
Oh!
Jonathan Bloody Windsor.
That annoying little prick has got involved.
Gets what he deserves as well.
Time for him to Brexit the ring, I think.
Logan Gray now, not going to waste any time, grabbing that ladder once more.
It's the sort of match where I'm looking at it going, in the many years I've wrestled, how's it going to end? How is this going to end? They have literally pulled in all the stops.
You know what, gorgeous Gary? I'm not even convinced this match will end. The will and the fight in all 4 of these men.
Whoa,
Jesus.
Whoa.
Turnabout fair play. Oh, wait. There's Twitch. Twitch getting involved.
Madman and Blake.
Oh, Jesus.
Just slammed Kingston from the top rope to the table. Oh!
The chair wrapped in thumbtacks from behind.
Still. Oh, Death Valley driver to Logan Gray onto that chair with the 100 thumbtacks.
I know, could be going for the vertebraker as well. Lifts him up.
Oh,
Jesus.
Vertebraker just plants Logan Gray down. Oh, big punt to the head. Dan Steele hooks a leg. We have new tag team champions.
The numbers game ended up being the deciding factor. It looked as though Kingston and Logan Gray had it won, but Twitch sacrifices himself, and Flag, if you thought they were unbearable before, after surviving a war like that, as your new tag team champions, it's only going to get a hell of a lot worse.
You said it best. We didn't see a wrestling match there, we saw a war.
spectacular run of Tag Team Champions is over for the Street Gang Hooligans. Plague has done the unthinkable. We have ourselves new Tag Team Champions here at ReAwakening 18. Aaron Hall, Dan Steele, and damn it, Twitch and Jonathan Windsor as well. Plague, and now your Tag Team Champions.
Your new EPW